If I can stay a bit longer, it's great. It's a great system. I just hope that, I want some support from the government, not financially, but just a little bit more sort of support with the medical professions.
Things going extremely well. You're obviously expanding, looking at offering more services. So what does this mean for you and the team personally?
I think while we're expanding, we're going to be upstairs, so we're going to be able to offer more. But what we found is a lot of our clients, it's a cost to come to us. Okay, and it's an investment. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to give something a little bit more back again. So upstairs is they're going to be able to come and train on their own as well, because some clients come for aerial silks, for the silks. Well, they're not going to hang on their curtains at home. Okay, they're not going to have the silks. So that's going to give them the ability as well just to be able to go and use them, practice on TRX, on the rings, on the pole, etc. So we're trying to expand it, try to bring a bit more in, so they're getting a little bit more. But for all of us, it's extra work. But hey, half the time it's not like working. It's just we all enjoy it. I never ever hear moans and groans. Honestly, I never hear moans and groans where some of the guys they're tired. They've done 7 days for the last 4 weeks, and they're tired, but they love it. The same as me. They've got that passion. While we've all got that passion, we're going to go forward. We're going to keep on going. So.
I quit smoking last year, but it was too late. Don't let it be too late for you.
Call 2000 7865 and we'll help you give up.
For women, getting back into shape after having a baby can have its challenges. But working out post-baby no longer needs to feel like a guilty indulgence. Mother and baby sessions offered by physiotherapist Rebecca Fortunato also cater for the little ones. The classes provide a safe setting where the child is stimulated and entertained with the mothers working on their fitness.
I've always been interested in sport and fitness, so my background is quite an active background, and after having my own little one, I found myself feeling a little bit guilty about spending time doing some exercise myself when I should be spending time with him. I know it's absolutely fine not to spend time with yourself, and it's really important that you do, but that little guilt trip kind of sent me down the route of working together with my little one. From my work background as well, physiotherapy, I know the importance of getting your body back in shape and doing it in an appropriate and timely manner. So it was just a fusion of the two things really.
And some really interesting classes. Let's focus first of all on the mother and baby sort of workout. I came here today not too sure what to expect, but it has been a workout. I thought we were going to be sitting around, around some mats in a group. you really sort of push the mums.
You do, yeah. The mums are all pushed within their limits. So each of the exercises is adapted to what sort of stage and physical condition the mum is in. So the class we've got, as you've seen today, we've got some fairly new mums, and we've got mums who've been coming for a while now, so they're kind of a little bit more advanced. Mums who've come from a sporting background, so they've exercised throughout their pregnancy, so recovery is obviously a little bit easier. But what we try and do is fuse fun into it. If you can make it fun, then you'll obviously work a lot harder and not realise it till tomorrow or the day after. So yeah, fusion of fun and things that they can take away and do at home as well. So we involve nursery rhymes that you'll start to sort of trigger, and you'll sing them naturally to your child at home, and then something there will kind of trigger, oh yeah, I could be doing this exercise at the same time.
Oh ram sam sam, oh ram sam sam, gooey 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 ram sam sam, oh ram sam sam, oh ram sam sam, gooey 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 ram sam sam.
And what I noticed was there's some very happy babies. They seem to be very content to watch their mums sort of doing their sprints and squats around them, because they're also kind of part of the class.
They are. They're definitely a very big part of the class. Although the class is focused on mummies, if the babies are unsettled, then I will switch around what we're doing, because nobody wants a crying baby who's unsettled. It's absolutely fine for the babies to cry through any of the sessions. I expect it, because that's what little ones do. But we try and keep them as happy and content as we can. And I think it's really important that babies do see that mums, and obviously dads as well, that they do come from an active lifestyle, because they will carry those strength, those beliefs through to their own life.
Some great interaction as well between the babies, between the mums, and between the mother and baby in certain exercises. That was something that's impressed me.
Yeah. The mums get to bond with their kids. There's no guilt, like I said before. They're working out, they're looking after themselves, but they're also including their little ones. And so it's a great time for bonding, great for beating the post-baby blues, and just great for conditioning body and mind.
I've done a lot of planks, but certainly not a plank whilst doing Twinkle Twinkle. That was certainly a variation that will stay with me.
Yeah, it's a good one, especially for new mums whose abs haven't quite fused together properly afterwards. If they go into the normal plank, a lot of that abdominal pressure can actually work to split the abs again. So if we work in side plank, we take away that risk. So even though it might be a little bit harder to do properly, it's actually safer for the new mums.
I think it's a great opportunity for mums and babies to be able to come together, and it's beneficial for mums to be able to work out and just enjoy that time being a mum with babies. And it's a nice social group as well, so sometimes we meet up after classes, and it's just a great way to work out with your babies.
Rebecca, what's the general advice with regards to exercising through pregnancy?
Exercise through pregnancy is always a bit of a debatable topic. As long as you're not starting a new high impact workout, it's absolutely fine to continue your exercise throughout your pregnancy, obviously listening to your body. Aches and pains can't be ignored, they need to be seen and checked out. But if you're an active person who's always done exercise, all you need to do is just reduce a little bit the intensity that you're doing as you progress through your pregnancy. As a general guideline for people, I'd say as long as you're exercising and you can speak in full sentences, then it's absolutely safe to continue doing that.
What about towards the end, though? Perhaps when you're a little heavier, you're carrying that extra weight. We know we release that hormone that kind of softens the joints. Should be a little bit more careful with impact sports then?
You need to be a little bit more careful, but again, as I said, if you have always been doing it and you're not doing a high impact Obviously contact sports and things like that are not really a go-to area. But if you're doing things like your usual aerobics workout, your body will tell you, I'm now getting a little bit too heavy. You get mums who can continue doing what they do throughout, but the key thing is actually listening to your body. Aches and pains are your body's way of telling you you're doing too much. And as long as you're not pushing the boundaries and you're keeping that breathing under control, you know that you're getting enough oxygen for you and your little fellow or little fella.
What's your advice, obviously, when we consider that some mums have been through a lot with regards to pregnancy and labour? When is it safe for them to start exercising again?
It's safe to start exercising pretty much from the word go, but it depends on the type of exercise that they're doing. By safe exercise from the word go, I mean things like gentle walking around. Obviously, if they've had C-sections or they've had other complications, then things like lifting and that need to be avoided, but they'll get the appropriate advice postnatally from that point of view. From the exercise class point of view, I like the mums to have had their check-up with the GP and just make sure that everything is as should be, and then we just work at progressing as they manage.
You've been running these classes now for around a year. Are they proving popular? Because it is a new concept for Gibraltar.
It is quite a new concept, and they are popular. I like to keep small groups because it is important to keep an eye on everyone, and obviously the bigger the group gets, the more little ones there are moving around and things. So I find that small groups work best. But it is a concept that's starting to pick up a little bit, and it's, as I said before, it's tailor-made for absolutely everyone, no matter what background you come from. You work as hard as you can cope with, and the key to it is having fun. I think every mum leaves with a smile on their face, and so do the little ones.
I've only been coming for 2 weeks. This is my second week, and last week all weekend I was aching everywhere, so it's good. Like, obviously I feel it's working.
Also, mums can work to their own ability as well, so if some mums have recently had a baby, they can work sort of a little bit slower to their own pace, while sort of other mums can sort of, work a bit harder if they wish to.
Tell us about the other classes as well, baby yoga too?
Yep, I run baby yoga classes and toddler yoga classes. The baby yoga classes are suitable from 8 weeks of age. It's important that the babies have a little bit of head control. And once they kind of get active and start walking around, then they're ready for the toddler classes, and both of those classes involve a little bit of very basic yoga for the adult as well. We sometimes have some grannies that come in with the little ones because mums are back at work, and then some new classes in the pipeline for September, looking at some prenatal and postnatal back care advice and exercise classes, and a class with no babies, looking at fitness through a fun way, using some weighted drumsticks, but you'll have to watch this space for that one.